I think the arms might be a bit too short, so I'm just gonna maybe hit a little bit of a scale. Maybe a little bit of a scale there. And I think that's fine. It's a little bit better. If it's out a little bit, that's okay. I can adjust that later on. Let's do something a tiny bit different, right? We don't want it all to. We just can't eat Captain Crunch cereal every day, right? As much as we'd like to. At least I'd like to. So let's do this. I'm always getting on my students about this. Make your lower legs a little bit longer. So let's go into sculpt mode. And objects non. Oh wait. Okay. Okay. So there we go. So objects might be non-uniform. So that means I got to go in here, back to edit mode, or back to object mode, and there we go. I got to apply that modifier. So now I need to go back into sculpt mode. So when you get that little error message, I think, or maybe that's not what that is. Object non-uniform scale. I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it right now, just to be very honest with you. So let's go with the grab brush, and I want to make sure I got symmetry on. And from right about here, I'm just going to grab from down there. And as I'm grabbing this, I'm going to go to 3. You can see that this is a little bit smaller down here, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. That's what I wanted. So let's go back to 1, and I can make some more adjustments, but right now, let's do this. And this is just me being a little bit fussy. So I'm gonna go in here, maybe make that a little bit thinner. Let's go back to the side, and I can't resist. Got to kind of give a little bit of calf there. And I'm gonna go make this smaller. Just gonna get a little bit, tiny little bit, a little indication of the calf. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. So now let's do something. Let's do something wacky. Let's not add a cube. I'm kidding. We're gonna add a cube. We're staying consistent, because consistency is the key to stuff that you want to open. Let's go ahead, Shift A, and we're going to do cube, Control 1, whoops, Control Z, sorry, Control 1. Then we're going to go up. Just trying to keep these really consistent at 3. And then I want to go to S. And going to hit apply, go to edit mode, and then we're going to go and mirror it. Now I can take these and move these anywhere that I want. Let's go and do the ankles, because I think that'll make a bit more sense here. Let's go to 3. Let's move these back. Ankles are not going to be that big. They're not. But to having a little ball to kind of help you see right about there, maybe there. Your ankle is very tiny. It really is. It's not even, it's technically your ankle is the side of one of your bones. I won't get into the technicalities of it, but I'm going to make this pretty small. And I'll just move this right here and have it down right at the edge there. So if we look at this, I'm going to move these to the outside a little bit. Okay. And cube, we'll rename this to ankles. I got them to the outside because they stick. Well, your ankles stick out on the side. Go grab your ankle. And see, just go, reach down, touch them. You got that bone on the outside. It's your tibia, fibia. It's the, I forget. But it's that. So now we're going to go back to object mode, and we're going to repeat the process. So, and I'm not going to speed this up. If you just want to stop, that's cool. I completely understand. But for those of you that want to see this, I'm just going to take my time. It does not hurt you to practice. So it just doesn't. Oh wait, Control 1. I accidentally hit Control F1, which I don't even know what that does. I don't want to know what it does because it scares me. And what I want to do actually is put these on the wrists. So we'll just make these super, super tiny. Well, not super tiny, but maybe about that big. And then I'm going to apply. I'm going to go to F2 where I can get edit mode, modifier. I'm going to mirror. Move this here. Then we're going to move that down. Move that over. Go to 3. Going to overlap that. Now the wrist is not. There is no wrist ball. So, but this is just so that you could possibly understand a little bit better on how things are working. This is just a visual aid. So we'll go back to edit mode or object mode. Then we will apply. Can you make some sort of ball for the knees and the elbows? Yes, you can. If you want to do that, you can. Now and I will put in wrists. And I know I didn't put everything all uniformed and stuff in its own collection. Oh wait, ankles. We still got to apply that. So now let's make some little paddles here. So we're going to do cube. And so this time, I'm going to size it like this. But I'm going to turn to the side. I'm going to zoom in so you can see it. So I'm going to go S on the y-axis. Again, the only thing I'm doing is looking up at the corner here. I'm just looking up at my little gizmo. I'm not trying to memorize anything. So 1, and then I'm going to go S along the x-axis. So here's my other little. So your hand in general is going to be about the size of right up in here, your entire hand. So this is just a representation. So if I go S to Z, so I go S to Z up to right about there. That's about the size of your hand, more or less. And so we're going to apply, and I'm just putting on these paddles. I'm not putting on a thumb or anything like that. Again, a little advanced. So there you go. So we're going to go with edit, just so we can have a nice, clean mirror modification there. So we're going to move these down. I'm going to move these out. And on the side here, so you can have these like this, but let's rotate these. So rotate them out a little bit. Then we're going to move these, but we're going to go back up to our local. I'll go back to global. Didn't really do it on the local. So I'm going to move up a little bit more. I'm going to go back to 3. And so there we go. That's good enough. That's good enough. I like it. I'm going to roll with it. I'm going to rename that hands. I'm going to give you guys a copy of the model just like this, so don't worry. I know I said that before, but... Okay, worst jump cut in history. This is Rich from the future. This video went on way too long as I was fiddling with the feet. So let's just go ahead and leave that there. But I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna do a very similar thing, but we're just gonna put the feet down there. So we're gonna go Shift A, gonna do our cube, gonna do Control 1, blah blah blah, 2, 3, and we're gonna do much of the same way. We are going to hit S. Then we're going to scale along the Z-axis. Going to make these maybe about that big. Then I want to scale along the X. Then I want to turn to the side. And I'm going to zoom in here. And I want to scale on the Y-axis. So it looks kind of like that. I'm going to go back to the front. Going to give this character some bigger feet, or at least some decent feet. We'll see. So what I also want to do is we are going to go, we'll apply. We will go to edit mode, and the modifier will be, you guessed it, mirror. So we're going to mirror this. I'm going to bring this down to right about here. I don't know why I'm talking like that, by the way. I'm going to move this in. Going to turn to the side. But here's what we're going to do. We are going to rotate this. So we're going to go click on rotate. Going to rotate this around like that, and then we're going to go to move, and we're going to move this back. So it looks like that. So now we can scale. Oh, wait a minute, that's a little bit too far back out. So right about there. Let's see what this looks like from the front. Okay, so we'll scale on the Z-axis a little, just slightly. Flatten that out just a tiny little bit, and then you can just adjust it as much as you want. Again, I just want to keep this super duper simple. I'm going to pull these out a little bit more to the side, and I'm going to go to 7 from the top here, right? So 7, then we want to go to the opposite. So I'm looking at the top view. I want to go to the opposite, and now I want to hit rotate, and I want to rotate these out, because when you stand, your feet do this. They do. So if we go back to 1 and we take a look at the 3D model, then we got ourselves a simple little 3D model there. There we go. Go back to object mode. There you are, my friend. You are finished. We'll rename this feet. Hit enter. And then we will apply. And I'm spent. All right, guys. I'll see you in the next section. All right.